It is Saturday and Kevin and I are in Lexington. We're doing our running, but Kevin brought something up to me and I want to expand on that, and I haven't said anything to Kevin yet because I want to hear his reaction, but I want to see what you all think too, because you all always have interesting comments to make. So Kevin was telling me that, okay, so my vlogs are a week late. They usually end on like Thursday or Friday, and then so we're a week late. So today is Saturday, but tomorrow is Easter. So, and I'll show you when we get home, I'll show you like how I've decorated for Easter. It's nothing new. I just put some stuff in some new places, but I'll show you all that stuff. But anyway, Kevin said that there was a DJ on the radio, and he was saying that I
basically enjoy Easter egg hunts and all that stuff. Just remember that it's what Easter's really about, or something. Right,
and that it's a time to be with your family and all that. But remember the true meaning of Easter. And so we were sitting here saying, but what if you don't believe in any of that? You know, what if you don't believe? Or Kevin said, what if you're Jewish? Well, that brought up an interesting topic to me. I listened to the Burt show, and the reason I'm saying it very clearly is because some people are like, what are you saying? It must be my accent. The Burt show, and it's a podcast. You can listen to it anywhere you are.
It's a radio show.
It's a radio show. It is so fascinating, but people write into them, they call in, and it's always so good. So basically, this woman wrote into them, and she said, we're Jewish. She said, we've moved into this, a new neighborhood to us. And she said there was lots of I might not be telling it exact, but I'm going to give you the gist of it. She said, we've moved into this really nice neighborhood there's all kinds of families with young kids. And she said, and we have young kids too, but we're Jewish. And so they have the neighborhood every year has this Easter egg hunt. And basically, they want the kids to be able to just run wild through the whole street, up and down the whole street, or it could even be a cul-de-sac or something like that. But they want them to be able to run wild in every single yard to hunt for Easter egg hunt, to do the Easter egg hunt. And she's like, they want us to decorate too. So decorate and do this Easter egg hunt. And she's like, I've tried to tell them that we're Jewish, you know, we don't believe in this. And so it's like, her question was, am I the a-hole? They have this segment, am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole because I don't want to participate in it, or should I just go along, or whatever? And so what they were saying on, some of them were saying, no, you don't believe in that, so why should you have to participate? And then other people were saying, well, one girl said, you're kind of the a-hole because you could let them say, I don't want to participate, but if you want to put eggs in my yard, you can.
Or if you think, I'm thinking, if you're just considering it like Christmas, if you don't believe in Christmas because of Christmas, you just think of it as a holiday. You're just thinking of Easter as a holiday, a time to decorate with bunnies and have Easter egg hunts, and not have any meaning behind it.
Right.
Then go for it. You know, just a fun event.
Right.
And that's different than as if you want to put meaning with it.
Right. I don't think though that I don't think
you should feel guilty about
I don't think you should feel guilty either. And Bart made a really good point. He said, okay, if I decorate for Easter, or if I let you put something in my yard for Easter, are you gonna let me put a menorah in your window or in your yard when it comes to Christmas?
Right. I'm thinking about Halloween.
Chances are people are going to say, no, you can't put a menorah in my window. Well, then hello, don't be asking me to do stuff.
I'm thinking about Halloween because that's kind of the opposite holiday. Mm-hmm. A lot of people celebrate Halloween. It's just a fun day to go out and kids trick or treat. They don't think anything satanic or evil about it.
Right.
But some people do.
Some people think it is
and
like...
I don't want to have anything to do with that because that represents something evil. And if you believe that, that's fine. But I'm just saying that's the opposite. That's people celebrating it as just a holiday, and then some religious groups think of it as an evil holiday. So, you know, would you let them put ghosts and witches and stuff in your front yard if it was during Halloween? You didn't believe in Halloween?
Right.
You know.
So, and two...
I don't think you should feel guilty about not wanting to participate in anything in your neighborhood, regardless of what it is.
I don't either. It kind of reminds me, it always reminds me, because they've done this, they've had these topics at Christmas too. There was a guy in this neighborhood that they talked about on the show who did, the whole neighborhood would, and I might have talked about it on the vlog, the whole neighborhood decorates for Christmas, and he did not want to participate in it. He, for one reason or another, it's none of anybody's business, frankly.
He just didn't want to do the work.
Yeah, maybe he just didn't want to do it, but it's just nobody's business. And so to get back at the neighbors, he put every holiday in for the year out in his yard at one time. He put 4th of July, like he ordered inflatables and did it all. Easter, Halloween, Christmas, all of it, all out at Christmas just to get back at the neighbors. But it reminds me of Christmas with the Cranks. It always reminds me of the movie Christmas with the Cranks. And if you haven't seen it, Christmas with the Cranks, they're doing the same thing. The neighborhood is in like this competition. So every year they put these Frosties. Everybody owns a Frosty, and they put these Frosties on their roof. Well, Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis decide, we're not going to do Christmas this year. We're going to skip Christmas. The original name of it was, I think, Skipping Christmas. I think it was a book. And they were going to go on a cruise. And so... you know, they decide they don't want to put this Frosty up, and then people in the neighborhood get really ticked.
They're even saying, just give us Frosty, we'll put it on your roof. And it's like, I don't want it on my roof.
Yeah, what if we don't want it on our roof? It's our house. What if we don't want it on our roof? So, yeah, I would like to hear what you all think. I think everybody, you know, people have their own reasons for everything, but I think ultimately, if it's your home, I don't think anybody has a right to tell you what you have to put up for a particular holiday. I think that's just none of anybody's business. So we're at Whole Foods, and you see they have one of these electric car plug-in things. So my question is, are we the a-holes, making up my own a-hole question, for parking in this parking place? So we were coming down the aisle and we just saw a space and Kevin took it, and I said, okay. It
doesn't have like green lines through it or anything.
It doesn't say that we can't park here. It doesn't say these places are only for electric cars. So I'm wondering, are we the jerks for taking up one of these parking places? There aren't many of these for electric cars at all, because not many people around here have electric cars. So was it bad that we took up a parking place for us when we don't have an electric car?
Nobody else is there either.
Yeah, nobody else parked in those places have electric cars. So it's not like we're the only ones, but I'm wondering if when you see those parking spaces, do you try to avoid them to save them for people that do have electric cars? Okay, the Easter Bunny is at the mall, and people are lined up to get to see him. He's over here, and he has glasses on, and he looks really, really cute. But look, this is where he gets to sit, and then they have a scene here. Really cute. Yeah, there he comes. So in last week's vlog, you saw Joella's, and this week's vlog, you're gonna see Joella's, because Kevin wanted to come here again. And we got the exact same thing we always get.
And that girl in there, I don't know if I've never seen her before. I've been seeing her the past couple times. Super, super nice. I forgot to get me a drink. And I said, just ring me up again. She goes, no, don't worry about it. Just get one. So that was super nice of her.
Oh, and they are selling Coke products now. They were only selling like the Boylan's brand, and we didn't like it, so we would always bring our own drink. Now they're selling Coke products. I usually try to show you Oh, I thought that was something on there. It's literally on the back of the shirt, the flower. I usually try to show you the new clothes that I get, and so I figured I would show you these. I bought 3 items from Ann Taylor. Now, the only reason I did that is because I have a connection with somebody at Ann Taylor. I was able to get these 3 items for 75% off. So if you go to Ann Taylor, this shirt is going to cost you $59.50, which is crazy to me. But I paid $14.87 for this blouse, and I love it. The cuffs, you can see the cuffs that I'm wearing now have a shorter cuff. This one has a wider cuff, but it actually looks really nice. And then I got this one, which I love the color of this one. This was another $59.50. So once again, I only paid $14.87. And then I bought this dress, and I may or may not wear this to Hamilton. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I haven't made up my mind. If I don't find anything else, I'll wear it. But you know what? I feel something down here. What am I feeling?
Probably an extra button or something.
I really do like it, and it's cute.
Oh, security tag.
Oh, remove before wearing or washing. Well, I think they should tell you that, because will that ruin your clothes if you wash your clothes with that in there? But this dress was, it was a $139 dress, and I got it for $34.75, which is much more my price. But I really like it. It doesn't have a belt or anything like that. And the reason it looked decent on me is because it's a shorter dress.
Does it pull over your head? There's
yes,
no zipper.
It just goes over your head. I noticed that a lot of the dresses in Ann Taylor, they're all very, very nice, great material and everything, but they're also really long. So unless you are very tall or very, very lean, you're not going to look as good in those really long dresses. But this one worked for me. I told you I would show you the Easter stuff I put out. So it's the same stuff. I probably just might have it in a different spot. Now, I know these rabbits are in the same spot. Put these little rabbits in front of the TV. And then this used to be, I used to have this out for just Easter, but I keep it out year round, except for at Christmas time now. It's just like a mother and child type statue, and so I just leave it out all the time. In the living room, I have these little rabbits that spell out Easter, and I put some Easter eggs in this candy dish. And then I have more, they're just empty Easter eggs. I like the shiny ones. And I have the little rabbits holding hands here. This is how the dining room looks. I didn't do anything fancy at all. I put less on the table this year because if you watch my vlogs, if you've kept up with them, I bought a treadmill probably a month ago, and it's back in the bedroom. So this is the dresser from our bedroom, and so I put decorations on it. So I put the banner, the Easter banner up here, like I have for the past few years. But then normally this wreath, I think last year, I'm sure I did. Last year I put it out in the den. I just put it in here this year. I thought it looked good. And so all the little doodads, I just put them over here. And then I have a couple of Easter cups. One of them has a dog on it right there. And then I have one with a cat with rabbit ears. They both have rabbit ears. And then over here, I have some more Easter cups. I have seven Easter cups over here. So just different ones. One of them says Hello Spring. That one says Hello Spring. So usually I use keep it out longer. Honestly, I've kept that one out longer before. But then these have chicks on them. And then in the window seat of the kitchen, I have this pillow. And then on the bed, I have this pillow. dinner, for Easter dinner, we're gonna have hash brown casserole, and we have the Sister Schubert rolls, and we have chicken. These are all thighs because everyone likes all the meat, and baked macaroni and cheese, and salad, and mashed potatoes. Asked me in the comments if I would try my PB Fit instead of using water with it, which is how you normally mix it, if I would try sugar-free syrup with it. So I'm gonna do it. It is 2 tablespoons, 16 grams of 70 calories. So the reason why I personally would not do this, it might be really, really good, but I'm all about, the reason I buy it is because I want the least amount of calories possible. So for me, this is, it's only 15 calories and I get that, but I don't know. I just don't think I would want to add any more. I don't know. It might be so good that I might decide.
Unless you didn't eat it with bread.
Right.
Like you could eat it with a spoon or something.
So mix it together. I'm just gonna mix it with a spoon. And usually I have to add a tablespoon and like a half of water. So I will probably end up adding another half of tablespoon of syrup to this to get it to the consistency that I like. Kevin and I are both gonna try this.
Stoop down.
This is the PB Fit, which is my favorite. And I think the person who made this request knows that you do not like powdered peanut butter typically. Peanut butter. So they're thinking for 15 more calories, you might really, really like this.
Definitely better.
Oh, it's very good.
The texture's different though.
It's creamy. I think it's creamy. That is so good.
I could stomach that.
Mm-hmm. That's delicious.
If I had to eat powdered peanut butter, that's how I would eat it.
And you know what? I said that I probably wouldn't ever do that, but it's so good that I can see if I wanted a different flavor and that would be excellent to make like every few nights or something like that.
Just give you a little difference.
That's so good.
It is good.
Yeah, I love that. And you could
it would be good on bread.
It would be good on bread, but I love peanut butter and banana with that flavor. It's not a really strong like maple flavor.
No. You would think it'd be really strong syrup flavor, but it's not. And
it's not. That is so very, very delicious. So thank you for whoever. I think it was, I want to say it was, their name's like Christmas. So thank you very much for recommending this. I love it. I have to revisit the discussion I had with you about the peanut butter powder and the maple syrup. That's exactly why you shouldn't comment before you've tried it, because I've said, I don't know why you would want 15 more calories. Well, first of all, who cares about 15 calories, right? It's 15 calories. That was delicious. It was absolutely delicious. I ate all of that peanut butter, and I mean, it's just a little bit. It's only like, what, 2 tablespoons of the peanut butter. But I ate that whole cup because it was absolutely delicious. I don't see using it on bread. I think it would be delicious on bread, but I don't see using it on bread because it's thicker. Now you could add more maple syrup and thin it out, but I'm thinking it would be absolutely terrific on a Ritz cracker because you're getting the buttery Ritz cracker, and Ritz crackers have lots of salt on top. They're not too salty, they're just perfect. But I'm thinking the salt with the peanut butter maple mixture, the syrup, the peanut butter and the syrup mixture, I'm thinking it would just be absolutely delicious. So I can see myself. I'm very grateful that you recommended that. I think her name is Christmas Tree, or Christmas, that's how I say it, Christmas Tree. Anyway, I'm grateful that you recommended it because it was so good. I enjoyed it so much. And I'm thinking if you didn't want to add crackers or anything to it, if you just wanted a couple of spoons of something sweet, it would be perfect. I showed this in the haul a couple weeks ago. It is an Almay, it's called Almay Brow Styler, and it is just clear like brow gel. So when I bought it, I said I had previously, been for a couple years, I've been wearing the Anastasia, I think that's what it's called, Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. It's like, I want to say like $25 or something like that. Ashley told me about this Almay, and she said, I think it works just as well. She said it's the same stuff, works just as well, and it's a lot cheaper. So it was only like between $7 and $9. I can't remember. I'm thinking it was about $8. I do like it. It does work. The only negative, the only thing that I don't like about that I have to warn you all about if you buy this, and I found this Almay at Meijer, but they may sell it at Walmart, I don't know, is if you're used to using the Anastasia, it has a nice brush. It has a nice big brush that I like the big brush better. So it's not worth spending the $25 just for the big brush. So I'll get over it because this is so much cheaper. But I do have to warn you, this is a teeny, tiny brush. So yeah, it's really, really small. So you just have to get over it if you want to save so much money. To me, like I said, I'm willing to move on, get past it to save some money, but that might be a deal cincher for you, but it does work just as well. Tonight for dinner, Kevin and I are having fried chicken and hash brown casserole. We enjoyed it so much on Easter that I wanted to have it again. We have 2 boxes to open for you. These were both sent to us from Dan and Connie in New York, our friends in New York. They, what the deal was, is Kevin and I found some rainbow cookies at the Fresh Market. And this is only the second time we have found rainbow cookies, and they've both times we found them, they've been at the Fresh Market. You would think that rainbow cookies, you know, you would think at a place like Whole Foods that like they would have rainbow cookies.
I've never seen them there.
No, we've never even seen them at Whole Foods. We've never seen them. Walmart doesn't sell them. Kroger, Meijer. You would think even Meijer. Meijer's usually really good about getting different foods. And wow, that is literally like icing. And Meijer doesn't even have rainbow cookies. So we said that. And I said during the video, I said, you know, it would. I bet a place like New York has lots of rainbow cookies because they're the melting pot. And I wondered though if they were only out around like Passover time or is it year round? And Dan surprised me. He said they're out year round here. I would have known. And he said regular grocery stores have them. Like he showed me a picture. Like they're in the regular grocery store, these rainbow cookies. And here, you know, it's like a novelty to us. And so Dan went on a mission. And he has ordered me some rainbow cookies and some cannolis. And he ordered them from Goldbelly. So once he told me that they were being sent via Goldbelly, I thought, Dan spent some money. That's exactly what Dan did because Goldbelly is not cheap.
But Goldbelly is just the shipper basically.
Yes.
It's the brand of the thing is not Goldbelly.
No, it's Venereos.
I'm trying not to dump packing peanut everywhere, just to let you know what's going on.
Venereos.
All right.
Yeah, Venerio's in New York. Saw your Molly's Bakehouse rainbow cookies video. You bet we had some of the best rainbow cookies ever to try. Challenge accepted from New York with love. Enjoy, Danny and Connie. This is a classic cannoli kit. 6-pack. 1 bag of chocolate cannoli cream. 1 bag of vanilla cannoli cream.
Right, that's what these. And these are the actual cannolis, I'm assuming.
Okay.
I guess.
So
I can't imagine us making our own cannolis.
Well,
like frying.
No, no. So Dan, we've been chatting on Instagram, and he sent me instructions about how to keep things. And it looks like there is a piece of paper in here. There is something in here with instructions. I'm not going to open it right this second because I want to get pictures of everything before I open it, how it came. But they might have included instructions. I told him, I said, how did I word it? I said, the instructions are always useful, but very rarely included. Because we've had so many things that's like, okay, how do I keep this fresh? What is this? These are the rainbow cookies, I'm sure. Now, which one came on ice and which one came just in packing peanuts?
That had an ice pack above it.
Okay, the rainbow cookies.
The
cannolis.
The cannolis had a ice pack on top with the frosting, and then underneath of that styrofoam was packing peanuts with the actual cannolis that weren't cool.
I think
so they did a good job of packing and separating it and stuff like that.
It's absolutely awesome that Dan and Connie sent us a piece of New York right here, and I'm so very excited. But what I was telling you is Goldbelly, it's one of these ads that at least I see it on Facebook all the time. You might not, because I think it depends on they know what you like to look at on Facebook. I look at food. Food is my porn, so I'm looking at food. But Goldbelly, I get on there all the time, and it's expensive shipping. It just is. It costs a lot. I get it.
It costs a lot for them to pack it in ice.
I totally get it. I understand. It is justified. Yeah, they have to put it on ice or whatever, and it gets to you quickly. And I appreciate the service, I really do. But that's why I haven't ordered anything from them, because they do have a lot of things that I would love to try. It's just that I have to decide when to come up off that money, and so far I haven't been willing to do that. But thank you so much, Dan and Connie. This is absolutely awesome. I love this, and the video will be coming soon. So I took the plastic wrap off these, and I haven't opened them yet. I figured we would look at them together. So these are the cannolis. Oh wow!
I look like they made it pretty good.
Oh yeah, they're perfect. They're in perfect condition, because these are they're really delicate. Look at that. They're delicate, and they made it in perfect condition, and none of them are cracked, broken. So there are 6. There are 6 here, just like they said. So when I say Goldbelly is more expensive and all that, I understand. They do, they really do a good job. Okay, so here's the rainbow cookies. Wow. Oh. That is a lot.
That is a lot. And they're very thinly sliced.
Oh, yeah. And the chocolate is all around it, which on the ones that we had, it was only on the top. So this covered around the whole. It's like they made like a jelly roll or something, and they've cut it, and it's all around. The whole thing's dipped in chocolate.
There's a lot of cake there.
That is a lot of cake. So I cannot wait to try this. And I didn't think about it. I'm going to open this on camera too. I'm going to be real careful, because they have a piece of paper in here, and I want to be able to tell you what's on the paper.
I think that's directly how to fill them.
Yes. Okay. That looks like it has chocolate chip, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. I think it's one of the flavors.
It's chocolate chip. Okay. So, oh, okay, here we go. It's instructions. Instructions for filling the cannoli. And so when we make the video, we will, 1 tube of cream fills 3 cannoli shells. So that's perfect. So they gave you enough, 3 and 3. But Dan actually sent me additional information on Instagram of how to keep this stuff, because he said, I don't know if it will be included, but to store it, it says cannoli shells ship fresh and arrive ready to enjoy. Cannoli cream ships frozen with ice packs. It may thaw during transit. Upon arrival, place the cannoli shells at room temperature or in the refrigerator. Cannoli shells last up to 1 week at room temperature in plastic wrap, or up to 2 weeks in the refrigerator. Upon arrival, place the cannoli cream in the refrigerator or in the freezer, and the cream lasts up to 2 weeks. So, and then it gives these same instructions. So I'm glad Dan sent me those additional instructions. Those are on their website. And as far as the rainbow cookies go, I will probably put those in the refrigerator just to make sure they're fresh when we try them. We have 2 more things to open for you. We received this trail mix the other day. This is a Happy Belly brand, and you might recognize that logo. That is because this is an Amazon brand. It came in a package like this the other day. I think it had blue and white instead of yellow and white. But I didn't know who it was from. Had no idea who it was from. There's no piece of paper in it, no nothing. And then Jackie contacted me on, she left a comment, nothing. She left a comment and said, she had told me she ordered something, but I didn't remember her mentioning what she ordered. And so many people tell me that some stuff's going to be on the way, that if I don't have a name in the bag, or if you don't tell me exactly what it is, I have no idea who sent it, because you can put
a gift tag.
A tag in it. Yeah, you can write a little
Just
message.
say it's a gift and you can type in your name.
Yeah, you can say this is from who it's from. But I didn't know, and then we got this, and it's like, well, I'm just going to take it out of the bag and I'll show it later. But it's from Jackie, and so then today she has sent the peanut butter plenty trail mix. I can't wait to try both of these.
I love trail mixes.
I think it's awesome that Amazon has their own brand. We have tried some Amazon brand items that way back Mona had sent us from Michigan. Remember Mona in Michigan? She sent us some stuff that was Amazon brand. And then somebody, it seems like it's been like a year ago, somebody sent me some news article that Amazon was coming out with this whole line of foods. And I looked it up, and I had put some stuff on order. Well, then it's like they retracted all that. It's like something happened to where, I don't know if they weren't going to be able to meet the demand or whatever, but then I never heard anything about it, because they were supposed to have all kinds of stuff. So they do have stuff, but it's very limited, I think, what they do have under the Amazon name. But thank you very much, Jackie. And thank you for letting me know in your comments that it's from you, because I would not have known for sure. Jean lives in Kentucky, and Jean said, Tammy, if you haven't found the zebra donuts from Little Debbie, she said, I want to send them to you.
And we haven't.
We haven't, no. I did, Jean told me that she was going to be mailing these to me, so I did buy the zebra cakes so that we can compare them to the zebra donuts. But I greatly, greatly appreciate you sending these to us, Jane, because, you know, I don't know how much it cost for her to mail that box, but I'm sure it was ridiculous. You know, you pay the price for the donuts, and then you're paying to...
As much as for shipping.
$10, $9.25. It's right there. $9.25 for that to ship this, plus
so
this.
It's more expensive to buy the ship it than it was to buy them.
Oh yeah. So I mean, thank you so very much. That was so kind of you to do that, and I can't wait to compare them. I do not know how much footage I have this week, but I am going to end the vlog here. I do want, though, to wrap it up this week talking about just a little bit about our thoughts about Buc-ee's, because If you missed it, Buc-ee's is a very, very well-known Texas gas station.
Convenience store.
It's a convenience store. It's a destination. It was literally like on my bucket list for Texas. So there's certain things. Buc-ee's, Whataburger, H-E-B, things like that. Not the Alamo, H-E-B. So that's how my mind works. So now we have a Buc-ee's that's just opened up in Richmond, Kentucky. Kevin and I went over there on opening day. We did a tour of the store. Kevin did a lunchtime review of some of their two of their sandwiches. We bought all kinds of stuff to review. But we left, and I ended the video, and we really didn't talk about our thoughts about it. Like, what did we think of it? And I have some thoughts, but I figured you could go first if you want. Or do you want me to tell you my thoughts?
I mean, I don't think I don't have anything to say, positive or negative necessarily. I mean, it's nice. It was clean. Bathrooms were huge, by the way. So they built it like they built it for like an amusement park store. The bathrooms are as big as what they have at like Disney. I mean, they're huge. They're actually bigger than what most Disney bathrooms are.
I have a question about the bathrooms. Yeah. I hadn't thought of this until you just said that. I hate to interrupt you. This is a little probably TMI. When you went in the bathroom, did they have stalls and urinals?
Yeah, they always have stalls and urinals.
Oh, I don't know. I don't go in the men's bathroom.
You don't do number 2 in a urinal.
No, but I would think these days with people wanting privacy and with people being
they had
more
urinals,
sensitive than they were.
They had urinals with dividers.
So okay, because used to there weren't dividers like that.
Yeah,
used
they had dividers. Most places do
have
some kind of divider up. Yeah.
And I remember at the drive-in years ago, it looked like a fountain in the middle. And you just literally, it was literally this big round thing in the middle.
That's where you're supposed to wash your hands, not where you're supposed to pee.
That's not true.
Yes, that is true.
That is not. Well, okay, so you used a urinal.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. Then you won't.
But they had stalls too, but there were tons of them.
Okay,
the bathrooms are big.
What I thought was nice about the stalls, because of course women, we go in stalls, is the doors they're all flat, so you didn't have they had these things on the door that once you go in, you turn it and it changes to a red, occupied, or vacant. I think those were the 2 words. So if it's vacant, if there's nobody in it, it's green. If it's occupied, it's red. And that happens when you lock it from the inside. So instead of going down through there and having to look to see if you see feet, you can just glance at near where the door handle is supposed to be, and you can see that. But that wasn't even what I wanted to comment on, although I really love that. There's hand sanitizer in the stall.
No,
I've never seen that before.
For the urinals, it was next to each one.
Okay, I've never seen that before. So you have hand sanitizer in the stalls, which I used. But then I thought, if I don't go to the sink and wash my hands, then other women are going to judge me like I do them. If I don't see you wash your hands, then you're just nasty. You're just a nasty creature. You should wash your hands. And I am judging you. Trust me. I'm judging you, and I'm taking note of you, and I'm watching you. But I thought, even though, to me, I liked it that they had hand sanitizer in there, but to me, it's a little bit of a waste, because you're gonna do what I did. Most women are gonna think like I did. You're gonna use it, but then you're gonna be thinking, I really wanna wash my hands too, just because I feel cleaner with actual water, and it looks bad if you just walk out. So I wanted to know that. Anyway, I interrupted your flow.
Bathroom's very clean, very big. The store itself, of course, is brand new, but they pride themselves on being very clean. There were people everywhere. Working, and there was people dedicated to garbage, there were people dedicated to just sweeping. All that was good. I liked that I thought it was interesting that they had clothes, kids stuff, farm and hunting stuff. I mean, they had pretty much anything. They had grills outside. You could buy like big grills. Food section was decent, and mostly Buc-ee stuff, but they did have some other brand stuff as well. So I thought it was nice. It was designed where it could handle pretty good sized crowds pretty well.
Yes.
Because they have lots of everything. But I can't imagine that Buc-ee's beyond like the opening few weeks. I can't imagine it being that busy. I mean,
I think it will be because people are coming down the interstate.
Just going.
No, not just to go to Buc-ee's. I think people, that interstate is.
Yeah, but you don't see that many people at Speedway and all the other convenience stores around to get gas.
Buc-ee's has 120 gas pumps.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's cheaper gas. It's a little bit cheaper. Their ice was a little bit.
Their ice
was a
really
lot.
cheap.
Yeah, their ice was actually.
It was like $79 and $99
a lot
for a small
cheaper.
and a large bag.
Yeah, you don't get those prices if you're buying ice at like a Whole Foods, which we've done because we've had to. It's like $2 something for a bag. It's absolutely ridiculous.
So anyway, I mean, it was nice. It was a nice store that has some neat stuff.
Well, I had a couple of comments to make. We've gotten some questions. We've gotten some comments that I think are worth going over. First of all, somebody said, do they have electric carts
like
for
mobility
people?
scooter
for people who are disabled.
They do not.
Kevin looked it up. Yeah,
they do not. They have buggies you can push around. They don't have a lot of those, but they have a few of those.
And they're small. They're not full-size buggies.
No, but they have 2 levels.
They're the small buggies that you can get in like Kroger.
Yeah.
The small buggies with 2 levels.
Which was fine for us.
Some manager, he was laughing because he saw our buggy and it was absolutely full. And I said, I know, buddy, I need a bigger buggy. And he said, I told him we needed full-size buggies. I said, you needed full-size buggies because I would have filled it up. But so they don't have mobility scooters, but they don't have space. They don't have, you are in little bitty, it's like going to Dillard's or Macy's or somewhere shopping for clothes or even Walmart, and Walmart has more space.
Yeah,
That's
Walmart spread their stuff out.
That's a lie. But like
in the clothing area, yes, that's very true.
Well, and where the candles are,
anything up front that wasn't food related is pretty tight.
Right. Now the grocery store area.
Now that's not to say you can't get your mobility scooters in there or wheelchair or whatever. You can.
I think
it would just be, you'd have to be
it better be one of those skinny
driver.
ones.
Yeah.
One of those that look like a Vespa. It better be one of those, not a big one.
But a big mobility cart in the grocery stores have a big basket and they're big.
That's not going to work.
They're never going to work.
No, that's not going to work in there.
So no, they don't have those.
Somebody else mentioned that they have a person, I think it was a relative or a friend, that has a child who has autism. It is, and you know what, for families that deal with that all the time, they probably know, but I'm just letting you know, I'm passing on the word. It is loud, there's a lot of people, and when they put that fresh brisket out, they yell out.
Yeah, something on the board or something like that. Yeah,
like fresh meat on the board, and then they cut it and they whoop whoop, but it's loud. It's loud, it's like a party atmosphere. So that might be, it's bright, some kids are affected by bright lights and stuff like that. But if you deal with that all the time, you will know that, but I'm passing that along.
I think that's a good thing that's well lit.
I do too. I like it that it's well lit.
Even the places that were closed, like the close was well lit. You could see what was going on.
Absolutely, and I do appreciate that too. It's not like Hollister used to be where you're shopping in the dark.
Yeah, really.
Literally
like
shopping.
What color is this?
Yeah, holding your phone. What does this look like? The third thing I want to point out, and this, honestly, this is the only negative I have to say. Out of everything, this is the only negative. Is they don't have a place for you to sit and eat. I think it would be nice, even though...
They have some benches outside you could potentially go eat on.
Even though, because the reason I think they should have a place to sit and eat, like a diner area, is because they offer all this fresh food. They offer pulled pork sandwiches, brisket sandwiches, fried chicken. Just tons and tons and tons of fresh food. Even the desserts, though, they have these huge cinnamon rolls. Where wouldn't it be awesome
to be able to sit
before you get
back on the road?
Yeah, and before you get on the road and sit there and half your cinnamon roll. Or they had these popsicles. They had probably, I don't know, like 10 different flavors. I showed them in the video. And surprisingly, I didn't even notice the pineapple one. There was a pineapple like right in the middle, and I didn't even notice that until I was editing the video, and it's like, oh my gosh, they had pineapple, which I love. But it would be nice to just be able to sit and eat have somewhere to eat before you get back on the road.
I can see that would be a negative, but I can also see why they don't do it. Because they're so busy.
Yeah.
You would have people just going in there and sitting down.
Oh, just
and not
sitting
eating.
And not eating.
So if you did need to eat, you walk over there and go, and there's like people just sitting there because they're resting.
But you put out a sign that says.
People don't care about signs. What are you, crazy?
But I do. How about picnic tables outside?
I thought about they could have some little area
picnic
outside.
Tables, yeah.
That would be nice.
Yes.
And they don't even have to be fancy with umbrellas or anything. If you want to sit out there and eat, that's your problem. You got to deal with the sun or whatever.
Right. But picnic tables, like the metal picnic tables, the nice ones, it would be nice just have a covered area and then have somebody assigned to, like they have somebody assigned to the bathroom, have somebody assigned to the picnic table area that's constantly.
I think their whole goal though is to get you in, you do your shopping, and then you get back on the road and go. Well, truly, they've got to rotate people in and out of their place because if they're that busy all the time, they got to rotate people.
Right.
And they can't have people sitting around for an hour.
I'm just saying that's the
It would be nice.
Because they have fresh food. If it was like a grocery store. I know. Kevin ate his in the car.
And people eat Speedway food in the car and fast food McDonald's in the car.
And I get it. I really do get it. And if they didn't offer all that fresh food, then, and it's going to taste better if you can eat it right then. I have a friend who told me, he said, I bought sandwiches. He said, I've already eaten one on the road. And he said, it was awesome. He said, but I'm taking these 2 sandwiches home. And I'm thinking, I wonder how that bread's going to be soggy.
There's nothing there that you couldn't throw in the microwave for a minute.
I'm so particular. I'm very.
She's funny about leftovers, but most people, if you got
most people eat leftovers. Yeah.
I just don't think. I think seating would be nice, but I don't think it's practical for their location.
I get it.
Just like I said, just like any other convenience store, you don't have seating.
Right.
Unless they have a restaurant attached.
The one thing I want to say though, I would like to. My sister was asking me. She said, so would you compare this to like a Meijer as far as the stuff they have? I will tell you what I will compare it to, and I don't think you'll believe me. You won't understand until you go yourself. It reminds me of the stuff that they have for sale, truly reminds me of Hallmark quality stuff.
Mm-hmm. You're talking about just not the food stuff, the clothes.
I'm talking about the clothes.
Candles.
They have jewelry.
Cooking stuff.
Yes, home goods, decor. I would say the decor reminds me a lot of Kirkland's. But Kirkland's has a lot of like wood themed items, at least right now in Kirkland's. Although it does remind me of Kirkland's.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's more Hallmark.
It's more Hallmark though. Upscale stuff. This is not Dollar Tree, Walmart, Meijer. It's not even Target.
Yeah.
Target's a nice store, but it's not Target stuff. This is gift shop quality. There is a local gift shop in Lexington called The Front Porch. I think that's what it's called, The Front Porch. It has a lot of upscale gifts like Hallmark. Every year, we used to shop for Kevin's mother in Hallmark for jewelry and stuff like that. Last year for Christmas, I bought Christina a beautiful shirt from Hallmark. It was like $40 or $50. I mean, this isn't cheap stuff. That's the kind of stuff you're going to find in Buc-ee's, and I think that is going to come as a surprise to people because they see, oh, they have a camping section, so this is going to be like a Lowe's or something. No, it's not, because there's so many really nice upscale gifts for children to, over 100 years old, stuff that people are going to love. You're going to be very surprised when you go in and visit. So hopefully you all get a chance to visit. I did find out one more thing in the comments. Somebody told me where the 2 other locations are going to be, which I had not heard. One is going to be closer to Bowling Green, Kentucky. And then the other one is going to be, even closer to?
Like on the border of Tennessee.
Tennessee. So Kevin...
It's in Kentucky, but it's on the border.
Yeah, Kevin said one's going to be like, like Kentucky, the state of Kentucky, if you look at a map...
Kind of wide.
It's long on the bottom. It has this really long section. And Kevin's like, one's going to be here and one's going to be here at the bottom of Kentucky.
So it'd be like an upside down V.
Yeah, like a triangle.
Yeah.
If you combine it like a triangle. And then ours is up here. So it's definitely a place that I would suggest you visit if you can. We will definitely be going back because it doesn't take but
After a little while.
about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get there.
Give the crowds a little time to spin out.
I still think it's always going to be busy.
Or we could go at 6 o'clock in the morning.
But we'll definitely go back because
We can go to 3 o'clock in the morning.
you
3
looked it up and they're open
24 hours a day.
24 hours a day.
That's what I'm
So,
saying. We could go at 3 a.m. That'd probably be pretty light traffic
Yeah.
right then.
Somebody,
I got gas there too, by the way.
Yeah.
I was trying to do Apple Pay. They have a touch to pay. What you have to do is you have to stick your card in first, and then it processes your card. Then you pump your gas, and then it bills your card. I tried the tap to pay, and it kept saying invalid, and it couldn't read it. Try again, try again. So I tried it like 3 times, and by the 3rd time, it's like, well, I'm just wasting my time. So I ended up using my debit card.
It was opening day. Maybe they'll get it fixed.
And it could have been something. I mean, my card works over, my tap to pay works everywhere else. So I'm just letting you know, I could not get it to work. So if you're just doing tap to pay, you might want to have a backup card just in case.
What was that somebody told us about? That they have it wasn't mobile ordering. It was kind of like that.
Like a kiosk, you could go in the food area. We didn't see anything like
We
that.
did not see a kiosk in the food
But that doesn't
area.
mean it wasn't there.
Right, we may have just missed it or overlooked it, but somebody was telling us that they have a kiosk, and they were saying that the like a Texas Philly cheesesteak, I think that's what he was saying, was a really good sandwich to order. I've also heard really, really good things about their turkey sandwiches. Several people have mentioned the turkey sandwiches are really good.
And we saw that.
Like the turkey melt or something like that. I did have one person that expressed concern over all of those sandwiches. They were like, do you really think they sell, because they're making all these sandwiches and you see all this food, do you really think they're selling all those, or do you think they waste a lot? I think they're pretty
I think they're
busy.
selling them.
I think they're selling them, and I think they have been in this business long enough to where they know what hours are peak hours.
Yeah,
and
they also know what's going to sell, because like the little melts, there was a smaller section of those. The fried chicken was small. The brisket and pulled pork were bigger sections of those.
That's interesting, because I didn't notice.
Yeah, like the chicken, there was only like 2 rows of that. But like the pulled pork was like 10 rows.
Okay, see,
so they know what they're going to sell.
I didn't notice that there was. But Kevin said, you said that pulled pork was just like if you took it off the bone and
it's very tender. I like the brisket better though because it was smoky.
The brisket, yeah. But you did.
I like both of them.
You had a condiment, barbecue sauce.
I wish they had a spicier barbecue sauce, because what they had was kind of just sweet, basic, smoky sauce.
Right.
And they might have sauce there. I know they had a coffee bar to where you put creamer and sugar and all that stuff in your coffee. Yeah.
It was free coffee?
No, the coffee wasn't free.
It wasn't
free.
So.
I don't think so.
I saw that.
No, I think the coffee you pay for, but then they had the thing up front where you get all the creamer and stuff.
Okay. When you go in Speedway, do you have to pay for coffee?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
They did. I thought that was like complimentary, like at a hotel.
Just like a Coke or anything, you buy all that stuff.
Well, it's coffee. I don't know. I thought it was complimentary.
You pay for it.
I saw all those people doing that, and I thought, oh, that's so nice for them.
But behind that food area, right behind there may have been an area where they had ketchups and sauces and salt and all that stuff.
And it was
napkins.
so busy.
It was so busy, it's easy to overlook something.
Yeah,
so it could have very well been there.
Yeah.
Or it could have been on the side or something. I don't know. I didn't see anything, but they might have had sauces you put, like a hotter sauce if you wanted it. I just didn't see it.
Right. So we enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. It's definitely a place to go occasionally.
Yeah, I wanted to give some final thoughts on it because we did we did a grocery haul, and like I said, Kevin did a lunchtime review on that channel if you just want to check that out on the two sandwiches that he chose. But we have a lot to review, and so once we go through that stuff, I'm sure we'll be back over there. Some people wanted to know, did you buy a cinnamon roll, or did you buy Jean, the same one that sent these? Jean wanted to know, did you buy anything cold? Well, I will tell you, the cold section was very much like a Speedway. They did not have much in the way of, and I think that's because it is like you're coming off the interstate and they're not going to sell a lot of cold food.
They had milks and stuff like that.
They had drinks, they had a lot of drinks, they had a lot of beer, they had basic cold things. What did you say they sold? Borden milk?
Yeah, chocolate milk, and they had cheese, they had some.
But they didn't have like like
They didn't
groceries.
have ice cream and stuff.
Yeah, like they did have a container of Bluebell.
Yeah, the little small ones.
Bluebell's in Texas,
Right.
and so they had Bluebell.
But I didn't see the Bluebell.
My camera went off on me right when I was in the middle of talking. They have Bluebell and they have popsicles, but they don't have a lot of frozen foods. And I was really surprised they didn't have a Buc-ee's brand ice cream, but it really doesn't make sense for them to have a Buc-ee's brand ice cream because this is people stopping off the road and they're geting things. And
So they have ices if you want something cold.
Yeah.
They have holiday-like stuff.
Oh yeah, somebody told me that they decorate for Halloween. They have, I mean, as far as they offer different decor, they offer Christmas ornaments, really pretty Christmas ornaments. And, well, I don't know if they're pretty, but they have Christmas ornaments. And they have things for Christmas. I'm sure the food, I'm sure they have different fudges and stuff like that. But we'll definitely check them out at Halloween. We'll definitely check them out at Christmas. I know we'll be there this summer too. But I'm just telling you, we'll definitely visit then because we'll want to check out the holiday stuff. But I do appreciate everybody that watched that video. That was so nice of you. If you sent us stuff this week, thank you. You know, you don't have to do it, but it's greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching the video. For the Patreon supporters, it's greatly appreciated. It goes to buying stuff for the channel, and just for watching the channel and giving it a thumbs up. That's support. For leaving a comment, that's support, and we greatly appreciate it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.